Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Randomly Generated Podcast. I am your host, Fedora Gamer, and I'm, of course, joined by my dragon partner over here, Gingerdragon.
Hey, back again.
Every week, you're a reliable co-host.
Well, not every week. Not every week.
Well, every week we have one. That
Yep.
was my own doing. So we've missed a few. It happens. It's been a couple weeks, and we are joined once again by Garrett. One, because he has now released BlackIce for sale, and with a lot of new stuff in the game since I last played it. And two, he has a glorious ginger beard.
Puts mine to shame a little bit.
It's coppery. That's probably fair.
And we also joined by our guest YouTuber slash streamer this week is Edward Vapid, the man with the voice.
I don't have a voice.
And a mask.
I don't have a mask.
The mask is a lie.
Everything's a lie.
Except for the voice.
And it's a
Even
pleasure.
the voice.
It's a pleasure to have you. You happen to be one of my favorite YouTubers and streamers, actually. So,
Oh, well, thank you. Well, you can say hi to my roommate, too. He's playing music right now, so that's awesome.
go punch him in the taint and fix the problem.
Push
the
to talk.
logistics of
Yeah.
Just sacrifice him to me. I'll take it off your hands. I've got to deal with I've got to deal with the U.S. government. We'll be fine.
Sweet.
We also have Danson in our chat, which is one of the Hitbox admins. Really cool guy. Was a guest on the podcast a couple months ago. Danson, find me an awesome gift to put in the stream here, because I love that. He always has great gifts. He does. Yeah, it's always putting you on the spot. You are the gift master. No, I want some lame Dark Souls.
No, the Dark Souls.
It's
Nice.
It's too dark and small to actually tell what's really going on. Except for he got punched by a mushroom, didn't he?
He's getting punched in the face. Rocked.
That mushroom seriously punched him out.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
All right, let's jump right into the first segment. What we've been playing this week. Let's start with Vapid. What have you been playing?
Oh, God. I always start games and never finish them. Prince of Persia, I played roughly 6 or 7 hours of that. Got back into Spelunky. Started Yearwalk. Played Broken Age.
Yearwalk? What's Yearwalk?
Yearwalk was if I recall correctly, an iOS dealie where I think it was a Swedish custom where they would lock themselves in their house without food or drink for a time, and then they would venture out into the woods to go on a year walk, and they would walk in the forest in hopes of seeing the future, whether or not they were going to be wealthy or loved or get a glimpse of the future. And it's pretty neat so far. It's basically a point and click. I would definitely give it a look into.
That GIF is horrifying.
I like how the one on the left is trying to ingest a rat or some small one.
Oh yeah, no, whole, entirely whole.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's how owls eat. It's cute.
Yeah, you thought owls were cute. They're not. They're
Yeah, I'm
horrifying.
sorry, BlackIce. Only mods or admins can post GIFs, and so I will mod you so you can post links later too. I thought I had you modded before. Don't know.
Evidently
Have you
not.
seen an owl without its feathers? Those things are terrifying.
Oh god.
Their ears are literally holes into their head when you could see the back of their eyeball.
Why?
My,
Why have you
wow.
seen an owl
What?
without feathers? What did you do to the poor thing?
Reddit, man.
Oh.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah, there we go.
You guys ever seen a bear without fur? Because that's even more terrible.
That is, oh god. Something from Morrowind.
Who shaves animals to make pictures of these things?
No, the bear had mange or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a really scary thing.
And who plucked an owl to take a picture of it? That's horrible.
I think the owl had about the same, the counterpart of mange, for feathers. What is that called?
Feather disease of some
I
sort?
don't know.
Yeah, there's a thing. It's called something. I can't remember.
Okay. Anyway, let's get away from creepy animals now that GIF is scrolled off now. How about you, Garrett? What have you been playing this week?
Oh man, so the past week I went to GDC, so I saw a ton of cool games.
Yes, I want to talk more about that during our gaming news section, since you're the big shot here that actually went to GDC.
It's only because I live close to it. But I saw Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, which is really cool. It's like a cooperative space game. It kind of reminds me of Star Trek a little bit, but 2D and real pretty and pink and stuff, that sort of things. I saw Crypt of the Necrodancer. They're playing it with DDR pads.
I would be so bad at that. I can barely play that game with a controller back in its alpha when I covered it, man. I would look like a serious white man trying to DDR that game.
It was pretty incredible. I saw Towerfall, and I met the guy that made it, and he was really cool, and Towerfall was really neat looking. Everybody was having a blast.
Nice.
And I saw Goat Simulator.
God, why is that even a thing?
I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's basically GTA, but you're a goat.
Oh, it's not the goat simulator I've seen. It's literally a goat petting simulator.
No, well, I mean, it might have been the same one, but I mean,
it's probably
what I saw was
a joke
people
towards
running,
that game.
Yeah, I saw people running around in a city as a goat, like flipping over cars and climbing up ladders and stuff.
What?
I want this game.
It was insane.
So you saw games at GDC, but have you played any games this week besides 10 minutes at GDC?
Well, actually, I did get to play Nidhogg as well, and I got my ass kicked, but it was really fun.
That game looks horrendous, yet looks fun.
It really is. It's got a lot of strategy to it. I love how fast it is.
But it's ugly. It's seriously ugly.
I gotta get one of my
or
friends
simple,
over
I guess.
play that.
It's just stylized. I don't know
Yeah.
that I call it ugly.
I don't really think it looks ugly. Just it's stylized.
It's one
Like
of
in
those.
my mind, it only looks ugly if it doesn't have like a specific style to it. Like if they
It clashes,
like,
yeah.
Let's look at what's it called? What was it called? One Finger Death Punch. That game is fucking hideous.
It is, but a lot of those ugly games are really fun. And Nidhogg's another game kind of like Towerfall that I really wish had online play because us YouTubers don't have real life friends.
Well, maybe you don't, scumbag. I've actually got a friend that he and I play games very competitively. I need to get him over and we can play that sometime.
Man, I should just drive my ass over there and do a Nidhogg video with you. A couple hour drive wouldn't be too bad
Oh, nah.
for one
Actually,
video.
yeah, that's right. Only a couple hours.
Yes, you always forget that we don't actually live too
I
far
always
apart.
do. I just assume everyone lives in EST.
I don't know. It would be worth that 2 hour drive just for a chance at a dragon ride. I would so ride you. What?
Wow, that got...
Gingerdragon got really silent all of a sudden.
Just gonna ignore that.
All right, who's left? What have you been playing, Gingerdragon?
Just take a wild guess. Take one. I'll give you one shot.
Earth
I'm pretty
Defense
sure you're gonna
Force?
All right, well that's part of it. That's not quite the answer I'm looking for, but you're still right. Dark Souls.
Oh, Dark Souls 2 or just the
Yeah,
original?
Dark Souls 2 came out last week. And I
So you
basically
went all console peasant on us, huh?
Yeah, basically. I wanted to fucking play it before I don't know. I just wanted to
can't
play
wait.
it really fast. Couldn't wait, and I want the collector's edition, which the PC doesn't have. So.
Ah.
It is lame that the PC version didn't launch at the same time.
Yeah, it
What-
is, but whatever.
you know why they
Now,
did that?
This makes it even better. I'll be the first PC version Let's Play that isn't an idiot trying to run around and dying every 5 seconds.
And that's exactly why they did it. So people like you would buy it on console and then buy it again on PC.
Yeah, basically.
A lot of people are going to, too.
Guess what? It fucking worked.
So
I bought Diablo 3 twice. I feel a little bad.
yeah. So from a business standpoint, that was a complete win for them.
Yeah, basically they got what was it? What's 120 plus 50? That's like $170 out of me. Well,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because you've already pre-ordered the PC version,
no,
haven't
I
you?
haven't ordered it yet.
So they haven't got it all out of you yet, but...
Nope, not yet.
So just Dark Souls and Earth Defense Force again, huh?
Yeah, basically.
You
Earth
ever gonna
Defense
stop
Force.
playing that game?
It's so good. It's
Uh,
so good.
I wish it was on PC.
Yeah,
but no,
my
PC only got
PC
the
is-
bad Earth Defense Force game.
The one with 15 missions, terrible ending, and pathetic weapons. It was bad. By a whole nother developer, which should not surprise you that it's bad as a result.
Hmm.
And I guess that leaves me. I haven't played jack shit this week. Have I played anything? I played some BlackIce last night and today, but that's about it. I started a new job, big career change. My channel has actually been jacked for the last week because of first week in new job kind of thing. So big transition, and I really haven't been playing much. I've been watching some anime, and since I haven't done that in a long time, last 3 days, I've just been too tired to make videos. So I'm like, I'll just watch some anime, and that's about it. The new job will be causing the podcast to change about 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now. I'm not sure which one, because I'm kind of on a training new hire schedule. My actual schedule won't be starting until once I'm done training. So once my actual permit schedule starts, the podcast will probably be moving to Saturdays. If that works for Gingerdragon, we'll hash it out once I know exactly when I'm going to be doing that. So it'll still be weekly, still be probably about the same time. It just might change to Saturdays. Which, is probably a good thing, so it's not going on during the Northern Lions sub stream every week like it is now. So I don't know of any big streams that happen on Saturdays. Do you guys?
Not off the top of my head.
Bear, the ass, maybe?
Well, the ass happens a lot, though.
Yeah,
True.
It's a very common one. I will have to cancel my Saturday stream, but whatever.
Or well, not cancel it, but just move it.
Move it. Whatever. Do something to it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's harder for me to schedule things with wife, kids, and job. It's easier for you to move something.
Yep.
Because
flexible college student.
Yep. I'll have Fridays, Saturdays off, which is nice, so I can go get shit faced at the bars every week. But but I can't really move it to Fridays because of childcare issues and such. So Saturday is about the only opening I have. All right, so I guess I haven't played. I'm seriously racking my brain now. It's like I had to have played something this week or 2 weeks since it's been 2 weeks since our last one.
You said you played BlackIce. That's all you need to play, right?
Yeah, like an hour of it though. That doesn't really count.
Fair enough.
Here, let's look at my Steam quick list of what I've opened.
Look at this guy. He doesn't even come into his podcast prepared.
Jeez.
Tower Guns. I did play a considerable amount of that last week. I'm working on trying to uber win with every gun and perk combination because you get a star on the gun and the perks when you get an uber win with that. So I'm wondering if something happens if you star all of the weapons and perks. It's hard. Some of those weapons are not good for trying to uber win the game. I've been trying with the kegerator and I just cannot get anywhere. Well, I've beat the quote end boss, but not the real end boss with the kegerator.
The kegerator?
The kegerator. It looks like a giant keg made into a gun.
Alright, fair enough.
And it's kind of like a grenade launcher. You really have to have the major moose perk with that gun though, because it shoots proximity mines, kind of things that have a globe effect over them, and you can very easily kill yourself with those, especially if you get something like the rapid or spread gun mod, because then it's like shooting 6 of them, and it's just these death orbs everywhere that will hurt you as well. The major moose perk prevents self-damage, so explosive weapons or area effect weapons, then you're not going to kill yourself with them.
That reminds me of a weapon I found in Earth Defense Force today. It fires 20 grenades, and they just sort of go out over an area and bounce like a motherfucker until they explode 10 seconds later.
Do they hurt you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that sounds terrifying.
They deal 1,000 damage, and my character has 1,200 health, so...
It's a terrifying weapon.
It is a very terrifying weapon. They have the scariest thing is they have a little yellow trail behind them, so you can see your death as it comes back towards you.
That's awesome. No, I love that sort of thing. Anytime that you can see your death coming is the best.
Oh yeah.
The best / worst.
Just makes things more fun.
It does. All right, let's move on to gaming news, which I really didn't dig much. Not much has happened interesting. One thing that is of interest is I'm not sure when this was added. I just recently heard about it, but Steam has added the ability to flag games that are on the Steam, up on Steam for like fraud. There's a few options there. There's fraud. There's some
God,
nicer
I can
ways
see
saying
the fraud.
kiddie porn. Like a child something. I don't know.
I
And
can see the fraud one being abused a little bit.
yeah, and then there's a few more. There isn't an actual option for this game is shit, but
Good. That would be kind of stupid. But whatever.
yeah, well, some of the games have been hitting Steam lately. Some of them seriously deserve it, like that turret gunner game.
Desert Gunner.
Yes, God, that game is so horrible.
But there was another game. It was like Evil Shadows: Army of Darkness. Jim Sterling covered that one on his YouTube channel. That was a game.
Yeah, the curation that Steam once was is so long gone. So gone. But this goes back to a conversation we had a couple of podcasts ago about that AMA that Gabe had, saying that they're going towards a self-publishing platform. Greenlight will be gotten rid of completely, and anyone and everyone can put their games on Steam.
Right. That's a very interesting thing to me, because there could be some upsides to that. There could be a lot of downsides.
There is a lot of downsides, but it seems like everything that Steam's been rolling out for features lately is gearing up to that. Once I read that AMA, a lot of things made sense. Steam reviews, Steam tags, now this ability to report games. And it really
It's all very important.
Yeah,
and YouTubers like us will be even more important now.
Yeah, exactly. And it all seems like just leading up towards that. Every feature they add seems to be for community curation kind of thing, self curation. Yeah. So every time I see a feature like that being added, it's like, oh, it's one step closer to being self publishing.
Mm-hmm. See how it works. I don't see anything inherently wrong quite yet. I mean, everything has room for abuse, but we'll see if that actually happens.
Have you ever looked at the Android market? That's what happens to a market has no curation. It's pretty garbage.
The poppy games.
Yep. So that's what Steam will soon be in the future. I like it in a way, in a lot of ways I dislike the idea, because Steam's curation was one of its stronger points, really. Yeah, and I like it for indie devs because they won't have to fight through this greenlight nonsense anymore. But then it'll stop mattering if everyone can be on Steam. Getting on Steam's not going to have near the effect on your sales as it used to.
Right, exactly. And I would hate to, I'm on greenlight right now. I'd hate to have to fight through it only to have greenlight not be a thing in another month.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get you through it. You can get through it and up and get the boost from sales before this entire thing happens.
Oh yeah.
I hope so.
Speaking of which, drop your Greenlight link.
Okay.
Do it now!
Yeah, so I've been on Greenlight for, let's see, a little bit over a week now, and here's the link. And we're sitting at 49% of the way to the top 100.
Okay, guys.
Pretty fast.
Go vote for it. It's great. You don't even need to wait till we play it to see what it's like. Just go vote for it.
I would definitely appreciate the vote.
It is a very fun, very good classic FPS.
So,
I need a bunch more votes. That's crazy how many you need.
How about you, Vapid? What's your thoughts on the the Steam game flagging, which is just like another step leading up to self-publishing?
Just the tagging that they introduced not too long ago?
Flagging.
Flagging.
You can flag games as abuse and fraud and child porn. And,
oh wow, I had no idea, to be honest.
Where were you like 2 minutes ago?
Well, I was listening, but I mean, I had no idea prior to that. I don't know, man. Steam's a great place to put your game, so whatever they.
Honestly, it feels like eventually it's just going to get to the point that Steam is no longer going to be the thing to go to for which games are good and bad, but Twitch streams and YouTube channels. That way you actually know, because if Steam becomes a cesspool like the Xbox Live Indie market, then you're going to need some kind of guide to know which games are good and which games are bad. So
right.
It's going to become more and more important to have someone to turn to very commonly in order to see, which games are worth your time and money.
Oh, for sure. definitely.
Well, I mean, they're doing all of those reviews as well.
Yeah, exactly. The Steam reviews are helpful. Oh god, I remember I saw a Steam review that reviewed Dark Souls like it was a racing game. That was interesting.
Nice.
Not recommended because all characters have the exact same speed. The acceleration is almost instantaneous. It was
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
amazing.
That's hilarious, actually. As long as it didn't like say it was a terrible racing game, right?
Oh no, it did say it was a terrible racing game.
Oh, okay.
All the characters, even though they look different, they've all got the same speed and everything.
That's was it like a negative down, like a not recommended review? Because if so, that's kind of
Yeah,
scummy.
exactly. It was not recommended.
So I
and
talked to
that's
the
another one, Thurf. Yeah, Humble Bundle would definitely be something because generally only good games make it onto the Humble Bundle.
Right. They can only do so many. Right. So I actually talked to the Indie Game Stand guys, and one of the things that they were talking about is, if Steam does go, just anybody can get in. I mean, Indie Game Stand is curated, and so they think that, only good games are going to get on there.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that they're talking about doing, and this hopefully isn't too much of a secret, but they told me that what they want to do is they want to do reviews like Steam does, but they're going to allow you to put in a YouTube link there. So if you've got a video review of the game, then you can put that in, and that would be, could be rated up as more important, that sort of thing. And that would, get you all of your ad revenue and views directly from that as well.
That's actually very important to know for me.
You can
I
do
thought
that
you
on
guys
Steam,
might like
though.
that.
You can still do that. You can already do that on Steam in the reviews.
Oh, yeah,
Just throw in a link, and it turns it into a video.
Yeah.
But Indie Game Stand doing that, I will keep that in mind when I'm cover games that are on Indie Game Stand.
Yeah, see, there you go.
They're really great guys. You said you met them at GDC?
I did. I met gosh, I know I can't think of their names. I met Matt and I met Mike. Mike Nate is the main guy, and they were both really cool. I talked with them for quite a while actually.
So let's get away from the Steam thing, because we talked about a couple podcasts ago. If you want more in-depth about, the whole Steam going towards a self-publishing platform, just watch the VOD of the last podcast. But let's go ahead and talk about GDC, since Garrett was lucky enough to be there. Lucky bastard. Did you get to see the Northern Lion talk there?
I did not. So I only had the Expo pass, so I wasn't actually allowed in any of the talks, but I did see that it was going on.
That sucks, because there's no video of it.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I didn't see Day 9, a couple other things.
Yeah, I wish there was a publicly accessible video of that. There is video of it, and you can only access it through the GDC Vault, which is like a $500 a year subscription.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't even have access to that either, because I didn't get a good enough pass.
Yeah, we should have paid some more. How expensive is GDC anyway?
So, I mean, the pass that I had was 3 days, no talks, and it was $250, which is right. So and that was already like, I don't know if I should do that. Maybe not. But then, if I wanted to go the whole week, like the all access pass would have been like $2,000.
Oh man.
I'll stick with PAX, because that's a whole lot. PAX is a
Right.
whole lot
At the
cheaper
same
to get
time,
into.
though, it seems like there's some cool things at GDC that aren't really at PAX. I mean, that's what it sounded like, at least. The chance to meet with all these people. But at the same time, maybe it's PAX. I don't know much about these expos. They all blend together for me.
Well, GDC is definitely more geared towards developers than general public.
Yeah.
There is
Right.
general public in press and stuff there, but it's not geared as much towards that.
Right. There were a lot of booths from corporations trying to sell things to developers. Like I saw a 3D printer company trying to sell, their stuff as instant merchandising for your game.
And a lot of tools they're being sold there, right? Probably
Absolutely.
Unity probably has a booth there, don't they?
They did. They had a big one.
Yeah, any of the big common, known development tools are always there to promote themselves. So yeah, it's definitely geared towards indie, but it is definitely or not indie, but developers. It's definitely something I'd love to go to some year, but PAX will probably take priority just because it's more cost effective.
Right. Right. Yeah, I really hope I can go to PAX this year.
Yeah, so do I. PAX Prime, that's my intention. And if
They
so,
need-
I'm going to hunt you down and get a drink or something.
Do
They
it.
need-
Yeah.
They need to have a friggin' video game expo here in Colorado. There's no shortage of convention centers here, and there's the bloody World Arena. The friggin' Trans-Siberian Orchestra comes here.
Why don't you
Just-
start one, man?
Yeah, I'll single-handedly start an expo.
You can. You just seriously just find people in the area that want to go and just set it up.
And have a lot of money fall out of your ass to do it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
One in Denver would be nice. You know, it's a big place, and
Oh, yeah.
that's only a couple hours drive for me. That'd be badass.
Definitely, because I mean, yeah, there's plenty of expo centers around Colorado Springs and Denver.
You know, they were talking about setting up a PAX in Austin as well, which would be significantly
Ooh.
closer to you.
Yeah, that's pretty close as well, Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be bad. PAX Prime, you know, is why I want to go to this year. But the thing I'm scared of is last year the tickets sold out in 22 minutes after it opened sales,
Yeah.
and there's no like a head message that it's going to open this day at this time. No, you just watch their Twitter for when the message comes out that the sales have opened.
I'm gonna have to find some sort of service that texts me when that happens.
I know exactly. There's probably many ways for you to probably many services out there where you can have it text you about tweets from a certain account or whatnot. I'm sure that exists.
Yeah.
It's got to.
I'll
if it
use
doesn't,
that
if you're
too.
listening to this, make it happen.
Make it happen. Be an entrepreneur.
I don't care if I'm at work when it happens. I'm ordering those tickets. I'll probably get fired for that. Doing purchases online from third-party sites, since I work in IT department, would probably not be looked kindly on. But shit, I'll do it from my phone. I don't care. Well, I don't know if I can do that though, because when you're in the queue, it literally queues you up and says you have to wait to get the registration form until your turn, because it only lets certain ones of them, certain number of people to be accessing that at the same time. And then once you get to that form, it tells you have 45 seconds to fill this out, or you lose your place.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
That'd be a very serious test of my phone typing skills.
Yeah, seriously. I don't think I could get my credit card number right in 45 seconds.
No.
matter-
I might be
Yeah.
exaggerating, but I think it's like some people literally had a timer of a couple minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No pressure on that at all. All right. Let's see. Let's talk a little bit more about GDC. What was the most impressive thing you saw at GDC?
Most impressive thing, like event.
Anything? Event?
Well, okay, so I
Game?
went to 2 parties that were really fun, and I did more networking at parties than I did actually during the show, probably. I went to the Wild Rumpus Venus Patrol party, and I met Phil Fish and a bunch of other really cool people. I met Ashley Birch, who was really cool, and Matt Thorson there, and yeah, that was just a blast. And Phil Fish was really nice in person.
That's kind of surprising. He's kind of a dick online, so I'm surprised
But
he was
he was
nice
really
to
nice
you.
in
You're
person,
you're a PC gamer, and he hates PC gamers. He says PC shouldn't exist.
You know, I didn't tell him that my game was a PC game when I handed him the floppy disk with it on it, but I
That-
figured he'd figure that out.
Wait, you really handed out floppy disks with BlackIce on them?
Yeah.
BlackIce
yeah, I
really
did.
small enough?
It was on a QR code on the floppy disk. There was nothing actually on the disk itself.
Okay. I was like, the game's not that small, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, the music alone takes up more space than that.
All right. That's kind of clever, though. I like that.
Yeah.
Going with the 80s hacker kind of feel. Cyberpunk stuff.
Exactly. And it was even more 80s hacker. I went to Dot Party, which Notch threw this giant party with Kill the Noise and Nero and stuff on Thursday night. But the problem with that was they let anybody register for that. So most of the people there didn't know what GDC was, didn't know who Notch was.
Well then.
So
That's-
I ended up having to hand floppy disks up into the VIP section where the game developers actually were.
That's interesting. Who doesn't know who Notch is? For the love of God.
Yeah, seriously. But it was really cyberpunky to be at this techno concert throwing floppy disks of hacking software up there, you know?
That is pretty cool. I guess, you know, a lot of people showed up that were fans of the bands kind of thing, huh? They had no idea what the event was.
Exactly.
Okay.
It seemed like it might have been college students.
A lot of drunk people, I'm sure.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
For tech-wise, what did you see at GDC that most impressed you?
Tech-wise,
Did you see
I
any
got
of
to
the
see
VR
Steam
stuff?
Control, the new one.
Oh, did you get to hold it?
Yeah. No, I got to play with it and everything. And it was 3D printed very finely. It really was great. Like, I was able to do Portal 2 just fine with it. Like, I could turn around really quickly. I could aim precisely. I like that there are buttons on the inside of it, like where your fingers are on the back side of the remote.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I didn't like was that the little diamond-shaped buttons that they put down, like where your thumbs go, are a little low in comparison to the actual trackpads.
That's interesting. I look at it, I'm like, that looks terrible, but I've been withholding my judgment of it until I've actually, you know, been able to use one.
Well, the thing about them is that they're extremely configurable. So you can do, like, I mean, the right one was emulating a trackball, and so I could, like, throw it and spin around really quickly, or I could do little precise movements with my thumb and aim extremely precisely.
Huh.
I mean, it's not going to replace a mouse and keyboard, but if you're on a couch, you can't use a mouse and keyboard anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to be middle ground between a controller and a mouse and keyboard when it comes to precision, right? Just like in between.
I think, depending on what sort of game you're talking about, I would prefer it to a normal controller.
Yes, I would prefer it to a normal controller most of the time, I think, because, well, you know, except for like 2D platformers. But when it comes to FPSs, the controller is goddamn horrible. Which is, you know, people are like, I play just fine with a controller. Yeah, you play just fine with a controller on an FPS made for a controller that is pretty much extremely slowed down compared to what FPSs used to be, so a controller can work with with aim assistance. You know what we call that in the PC world? We call that aim botting, which is cheating.
Yeah, we call that cheating.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, and you know, there's a reason that they don't let console gamers play FPSs with PC gamers in the same game.
Oh yeah.
You get destroyed.
Yep.
But
GG.
and I'll admit it, some people are good at, you know, are really good at playing FPSs that are made for consoles with a controller. But that's like somebody being really good at driving a go-kart. You know, you're good at driving a go-kart, but it's still just a go-kart.
Hey man, professional go-karters make a lot of money, I think.
Yeah, but it's not as much as a Formula One racer. Is there such
That's a
thing as
joke. I don't
professional?
even think there is a such thing as professional go-karting.
There probably is.
If not, there
I would
needs
watch
to be.
that.
So would I.
Let's be honest, there's professional everything.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. That's professional talking to yourself while playing a video game, so.
This is true.
I was so upset. There was a place in our hometown that had gas-powered go-karts, and by the time I was finally the proper age to ride them, the place closed down. Like,
So
bullshit.
wait, have you never driven a go-kart?
I've driven normal go-karts, like electrical ones, but I've never driven a gas-powered one. And those things go surprisingly fast when they're gas-powered.
Yes.
I've never driven a go-kart, but I have shot a gun, so that's cool.
Oh, guns are fun.
Yeah, fired a gun at some ranges now and then. Not really a big gun person. Surprisingly, for the area I live in, it's a bunch of gun-toting rednecks, but... Nebraska, in other words. But I don't know, Steam controller, I want to try it, that's for sure. Looking at it, it just like, that looks so strange, but it's something I've definitely want to try. Did you see...
It does, but it fits pretty well in your hand. Like, it's pretty good.
Better than the Ouya controller, at least, right?
You know, let's see. Yeah, definitely, I would say.
Yeah, it's infamously bad. But did you have any time to see and mess around with any of the VR stuff now that everyone is jumping on the VR arms race, the Oculus Rift? Sony announced some VR stuff.
Yeah,
Valve.
yeah. I didn't. I don't think Valve had any of their VR stuff there. When I was in the Valve booth, it was just the VR controller. I wasn't really interested in the Sony stuff, and the Oculus Rift had a huge line.
Oh God, I want to try out the Oculus Rift.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
I've tried out the early version, but they've come out with a newer one now, and I wanted to try that, but the line was too long.
I need to get an Oculus Rift, get a driving wheel, and just play some Euro Truck Simulator.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it sounds silly, but that is totally something I'd actually want to do. That seems like that'd be a lot of fun.
Man, I really want to get some sort of VR support for my game. I mean, think about it. You sit down, you jack into the internet, you put on your cyber goggles. Like, how perfect is that?
That would be perfect. You're right.
That would be extremely fitting.
Yep.
And probably make me vomit everywhere. But
that's what I'm worried about is, having to look around really quickly. But, maybe it's a self-paced game pretty much anyway, so it could be done, I think.
I would sure as hell try it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. I think that's about enough for news because I had no other news topics and GDC.
GDC was the most important thing, really.
It was.
Gaming, that is.
So we are going to move on to the BlackIce portion of the game. So, as I said, we have Garrett on the podcast once more because BlackIce is now for sale, which is a ridiculously cheap $5. You should really go and throw some money at Garrett. Go ahead and drop your link to where they can buy the game.
Well, thank you for saying so.
Or alternatively, you can, in fact, spend a little bit more money to get a little more bonuses.
Yeah, there are some cool bonuses.
Yeah, so I'm doing Kickstarter type rewards where, if you want to get your name in your game, it's a little bit more. If you have some friends you want to play with, you can get 4 keys for the price of 3. And if you want to get, actually make an item, which is also an ability in the game, you can pay, right now it's $30, but I'm probably going to have to raise that price.
It was $20, and I hopped on when it was $20. And I got your email. You didn't recognize me because it's an old email before my YouTube persona that's connected to my PayPal account. And you emailed me, and I still not got around to replying to that email, so.
Fair enough. I'll get to everybody. I couldn't send personalized emails in the first thing because I had 40 people to email.
Yes, that's why he had to raise the price. Otherwise, he would spend the next 20 years making items.
Exactly.
It was ridiculously cheap. $20 to get something put in the game designed by you. Yeah, that's worth it. Now, it's $30, and it's still worth it. Go throw $30 at him and increase his ridiculous workload.
I'm going to throw the link down in the chat right now.
Yep, go for it.
So yeah, it's on itch.io, and it's also on Indie Game Stand, although you can't get any of the extra perks on Indie Game Stand.
Yeah, he's basically using the itch.io system where you can pay, on itch.io or itch.io, however you want to say it, you can buy the game, but then it always gives you the option to pay more than what the base price of the game is. So he's basically utilizing that option that people can always use on any game on itch.io to, throw more money at the developer they want to. He's using that as the reward system. So if you click buy and change the amount from 5 to 30, then you get that bonus of making an item in the game. Still, $5, it's a great game for $5.
Oh, yeah.
And it's free updates. As long as I'm putting them out, you get them for free. The price of the game's going to go up over time, so it's a good time to buy.
It is. Oop, I need to turn the volume of that down a little bit.
And we're going to show you why you should buy.
And we are going to play a multiplayer game, which is a new addition, one of the biggest additions to the game since I last played it. So, Garrett, you want to go ahead and host a multiplayer game?
Sure, yeah. I will set that up.
All right.
So the trick here is going to be that we actually are going to be in a public game, and hopefully we won't have too many people join us.
If they want to, they can, but is there a way to make private games or not?
Not yet, although I'm hoping to get that into this week's patch. It shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, just a simple password system would work.
Right, exactly.
I do love that it's a lobby system like this, instead of some IP address nonsense, which never works very well.
Right, and having to deal with port forwarding and stuff like that.
Or Hamachi,
But
yeah.
Right. And even now, like I'm as the host, I could leave the game and it wouldn't matter. Like you'd pick up hosting and it would be.
So the character
nice.
models are just like floating pills, huh?
Yeah, right now. I don't have character models yet, but I'm definitely going to be doing that. Right now, the joke is that the pills are red and blue.
Yeah, I see. I was like, you're the blue pill. But is there PvP? Can I kill you? I'm setting you on fire.
No, you can't do damage to me, but you can knock me back right now.
Oh, that's
You
entertaining.
might actually be able to use to save the other player.
Yeah, you could. I think I'm gonna take that out though, because there's too much griefing opportunity for that. Really.
Alright.
And Gingerdragon and Vapid, you guys coming in?
There's no public games detected.
Hmm?
Same here.
Now that's interesting.
Yes.
So, can you go back to the main menu real quick and tell me what version you're using?
Fuck it. 0.2.71 BE.
7.1B.
Yes.
Oh, that is the wrong version. Okay, hold on. Let me send you a different link. That's bad.
That's the one I got from Indie Games, Dan.
You're right. That means I uploaded the wrong one. So that's not good at all. Let me.
While they get in here, I'm just going to do some low-level things.
Sure, the link's in the Skype call, guys. Just download it.
Alright.
I have a nice, fun shotgun that sets things on fire.
Oh god, you hacked something that's way stronger than I am. I'm gonna get killed here.
Just run away.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about when you're playing co-op here. If you're hacking something, I can leave the hack radius, but you can't.
Yes. So you can run. It's good power leveling opportunity there, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go see what this shop has. I have a jetpack. I can fly for a little while. It drains RAM like crazy though. Oh, did you just hack a little noob?
Yeah,
level?
just a little one.
So your character is like super noob? That doesn't make any sense. I figured you'd come super powered.
Well, I figured you guys would be starting new characters too, since a couple.
This is after about an hour of gameplay for me, so I'm not really strong, but
There we go.
Yeah, there's some. I'm sorry about my.
Oh boy! Whoa! Okay. I spawned inside of Fedora, and it sort of sent me into the skies.
Oh, you are gem people.
Yeah, instead of telefragging you, it just throws you up in the air.
whoa!
Fair enough.
Touching him threw me up in the air.
What?
That-
Dude, touch me! Yeah!
Yeah, that can happen a little
Wait, what
bit.
the
There's
hell
some.
I thought it was the easy super jump. Oh, that's my item. No, actually, that was his item. Oop.
Read Globo Eye and thought it was Golden Eye. I was like, whoa, freaking Janice is in this universe?
And now everyone in this is super noob characters besides me, and I'm only a semi-noob character.
Okay, you just have to protect everyone else.
Also,
Yeah.
let's talk about what the basis of this game is. The premise. We are hacking. These buildings are servers. We're in like a 3D representation of some internet type thing, and these buildings are all servers that you're hacking to steal loot from. The main goal is, you guys see the giant gray building there in the middle? That's Finality Incorporated, the big evil corporation. You're kind of a hacktivist, hacking all these evil corporations
Hacktivist.
kind of thing.
I like that.
And that is the giant mega evil corporation of the world. So it's basically EA, which is a joke I've used many times about this game, but I'm going to keep doing that. When a building gets
I've
hacked,
not been calling it EA, but that's I might just have to do that on like the internal development.
you guys,
stuff.
yeah, go grab that loot, one of you guys, because I don't need it. Oh, the person that hacked it has to take the loot, huh?
No, actually, the loot is all individual. Everybody gets their own.
Oh, hey, that is
every
cool.
little bit of loot that you
A
can get.
cyber mine!
Yes,
like-
those are pretty useful. Let's go towards the big evil building.
Oh, fuck, required level 10. Wah, wah, wah.
You'll gain levels quickly, but let's go towards the big evil building so you guys can see another big change in this build. Well, you're hacking. Who's hacking what now?
The red guy's hacking.
Red guy?
You can mouse over people
Vapid.
and see who they are.
Yeah, you right click to hack. You guys are all on noob weapons,
Well,
huh?
if that's where you put your icebreaker, like a scrub.
Yeah,
I almost
that's
always
true.
end up. I almost always end up moving that thing to put a secondary weapon in. Right click.
I'm
no,
thinking
that's
about that too. I just don't have the RAM to support another weapon. I end up out of RAM with this weapon as it is, so. Because RAM is your kind of power meter. Everything you use uses RAM. Your jump, your sprint, which I have a teleport sprint, which is really useful. But that all uses RAM. My rocket pad eats my RAM quickly, very quickly. Weapons use RAM. Anything that's sustained takes an amount of RAM just completely off of your RAM bar until the sustained effect is gone, like your healing effects.
Oh man,
Or
this sound mine is
mines.
fun.
Yeah. The mines, though, if you put 2 mines out, then there's two-thirds. I have a pretty strong mine. Whoop. And the mines can hit you as well, or at least they can throw you. They don't seem to
Yeah, they
damage
throw
you.
you, which is what I really liked about it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Just get into the thick of it, throw it down, and then it blows you back.
Are you hacking like multiple things? Is that what you're doing, Garrett?
Yeah, you can hack as many buildings as you can reach.
Oh yeah, you can hack a ton of stuff and then watch them fight each other.
Yep.
But let's go towards the big, scary, evil corporation here.
You can fight it if you want. I'm not.
We're not gonna fight it.
What do you do when your inventory gets full?
Ooh, fireball.
Sell
So
stuff.
you can delete items directly, or you can go to a shop and sell them.
Here is the shark, which
There's
is
shops.
fucking horrifying compared to what it used to be. This guy used to be a scrub.
But depends on how strong you are. He can be not that dangerous.
Yeah, but I used to be able to kill him pretty easily. Oh, we killed him! Yes!
Dead.
He drops really good loot.
Vidor was really hyped about that.
No, I've tried to beat him.
Oh, good, another landmine.
Oh, really?
I
His
got a
loot is
rocket
it?
pack?
That's good, but it
A
eats
rare
up.
jetpack.
Yeah, you need a lot of RAM and RAM regen to be able to effectively use those. Mine is only kind of effective.
Yeah. So
But
the shark used to drop a unique item, but people were only killing the shark, so I had to turn that off.
oh, that sucks. He used to be a really great thing to kill. He also used to be easy. Now he's kind of a nightmare.
Well, he still drops a good item. He drops a rare.
Does he just sort of drift around or something, or?
He spawns if you get near the big evil corporation.
Ah.
He's their defense, one of their defenses. But I'm gonna see how high of a building I can get up on. With my rocket pack here.
God.
You should try getting all the way up on top of finality.
I did in a previous game when I had a lot of RAM and a good jetpack, but I don't have that kind of stuff right now since I made a new game. I got a really good jetpack from the shark that I could get up on all these crazy buildings with. I wonder how long my hack range isn't long enough. I was gonna stand up there and hack everything.
God, all I'm getting is landmines.
That's hilarious.
Here, let's
Yeah, I mean,
let's hack a bunch of
loot's
stuff.
random, but that's why there are shops. If you don't find anything that you like, you can get something different.
Where do you
So-
find the shops at?
The shops are the colored
solid
buildings that have a solid color instead of just the edges.
Don't
Ah.
right-click them. You will hack the shop and it will destroy you. You left-click to shop. I've done that so many times.
Yes.
I'm
So
hacking
what?
6
You're hacking
buildings.
tools
Heal,
on
that's
them.
neat.
Whoa, that dude's got a shield.
Yep. Once you start getting to higher level stuff, they start having some crazy abilities. They
Yeah,
will
what
set
about
you on
these?
fire.
Can slow you. Some of them can set you on fire.
Yes, that's kind of nasty when that happens.
I'm also noticing that the hack time has been significantly increased since the last time I played this.
The minimum used to be 10 seconds, and it is now 20 seconds. And then depending on your hack gear and how high of a building you're hacking.
Ah, there we go. This is a weapon a bit more my style.
That in earlier builds, the hacking used to end at the timer when the timer ends. Now it ends when you kill all the enemies. So the hacking timer is how long enemies will spawn for, and then you have to kill all of them before the hacking actually completes.
That's correct. Yes.
So it wasn't like that in earlier builds.
Alright.
So you have
So
a
have
get.
you guys seen the railguns? They're relatively recent.
No.
I haven't. I did get one of the discs, which kind of suck in my opinion. Or I kind of suck at using them. That is.
Yeah. So the disc is interesting because it's very high damage for the amount of RAM it costs, but it is tricky to use.
It is.
Oh,
So you
shit,
don't
there
just
goes
aim
disc.
straight at things.
Uncommon disc. Homing plus 25. That
Now, a
sounds like-
homing disc sounds interesting.
I'm gonna buy that.
Discs are actually not affected by homing in and of themselves,
Oh.
but if you have a single target, it's actually really easy to hit them with the disc. You just point straight at them and it'll shoot at them. But if you want to hit multiple targets,
Oh,
the
I'm on
disc
fire.
will-
Heal, please. Oh god, that thing's set me on fire.
Let me just sell my 15 billion landmines.
I need to find shops too. Let's see if there's anything good in shops.
Do I want to sell my jump man as well? I don't jump much in this game.
Oh, you will once you get a rocket pack or a charge jump. Those are pretty useful too.
Well, either way,
that's
I'm not going to
complete.
use the default jump. A slowing bolt. Chance to pierce plus 13.
Now, is everyone seeing the same loot in these shops, or is it generated on each client side?
The loot should be instant, so everybody should be seeing different loot.
Okay. So that's cool. So you can talk to each other and be like, if someone found something really good that you want, they can buy it for you and give it to you, kind of thing.
Eventually, yes. Right now, you cannot give loot to other players, but I'm definitely going to be putting that in.
Ah, well, that's lame.
Yeah, I know. It's
There's set items now, I've noticed. Oh shit, somebody's
There are-
hack.
There
Yeah.
always were set items. They're right
God.
now they're just a rare item. They're not actually
Fire all the weapons!
sets yet. The name is a little bit of a misnomer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what happens if you get the whole set? Well, nothing right now.
It's actually
Then you're really powerful. Is what happens.
So I've done something interesting here. I've swapped my sprinting ability for an ability that slows down other enemies. I mean, same effect, really.
Nice.
I have some much higher DPS weapons I wish I could use, but it eats so much RAM that it just doesn't work yet.
I think my favorite thing about being able to just put weapons wherever you want is you can just fire all the weapons.
Yes, you can. Especially when you have like a shotgun, you can do some crazy effects with
Yeah.
that.
I mean, again, that's one of my favorite things about this game is everything's modular. You can just put anything anywhere. You're not really limited to anything per se.
Yep. Each of your hotbar slots is pretty much an equipment slot. For any slots you're not using an active item of some sort on, you can get the mod chips that just increase your stats so more like armor. So honestly, the less active items you're using, the more mod chips you can stack up for higher stats.
Yep. Or you just be like me and just become a mech, basically. Just dump everything into health and RAM and just get all the weapons in the world.
Do you guys know that the stats on one weapon will apply to every other equipped weapon as well?
Yes.
Oh, so throwing a bunch of weapons on can be good for stat boosting too.
Yes, you can do that. I think I'm gonna have to change that though because the way that it works right now, you end up with like you can take any weapon and like buff it up by putting other weapons out there, but that ends up making them feel less unique. So like finding a weapon with piercing.
Okay,
on it
somebody
is-
hacked something that's way high level.
Oh yeah, this is dangerous. Well, the good thing is that since I'm not hacking it, I can. Oh fuck, I died.
Aw, someone died.
Oh.
That
Yeah, I
was
totally
fun.
died.
Oh. Well, glad to hear I wasn't the only one. Let's see.
We got.
Eyes
Oh
wide
Jesus,
to see.
that mine kicked my ass. I'm so almost dead. I gotta sit here and heal. When you find a heal item in a shop or anywhere, you should grab it, even if it's a low level, because you need that to heal between hackings. It's a toggle slow heal. You can keep it on all the time if you want to, but it eats
got a
it.
rapid heal.
I've got mine
Ah.
bound to space.
Ah.
So if I find myself near death, just hold down the space bar and run like hell.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to hold it down. It's most of them are a toggle, right?
Yeah,
But
there are two different types. There's one that's a toggle and it'll heal you slowly over time, and one that's an instant heal every 15 seconds.
The toggle one's quite nice, but you know it takes a chunk of your RAM the entire time it's on. Pretty much your max RAM is reduced.
Right.
Whee! I love this jetpack.
Hello up there.
Oh, what level is this? That's a 3. Not even worth my time, but I'll help you scrubs get some stuff out of it. Now, the bonus experience you get for hacking, does that go to everyone that's involved?
So in multiplayer right now, you only the host, or not only the host, but only the person who is hacking gets that experience. But everybody gets the experience of the things that they kill.
Okay.
But I am going to change that. I think what I want to do is have it set up, and there's a bunch of different ways we could do it, but I want to have it to where if you're hacking and then somebody else joins the hack by starting their hack as well, they will increase the hack radius.
That'd be cool.
But then enemies will spawn faster as well, since they're too.
So just more of an all-in kind of thing.
By the way, if you don't know Vapid, hit T to spend your level up points, which is an extremely important part of the game.
Yes.
RAM and RAM regen are extremely important stats.
Yeah.
So is move speed. It's really useful to get a few points of move speed early on.
Yep, because if you can run away from them without having to spend your RAM to sprint, it's really nice.
Though you can get cool
Well, apparently
teleport
now I can
sprints.
just teleport away.
There you go.
You have a teleport sprint?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
Link.
But it still takes RAM to use it, just like sprinting does. So
Oh,
Yeah.
I died.
Oh.
I was the one hacking, so.
yeah, the hacks suddenly ended.
There's a pop-up currently stuck in the ground. Let's get out of here, aimbot.
Oh yeah, so that's another thing that I'm going to be fixing this week. If you cancel a hack early, sometimes it'll cause enemies to bug out a little bit.
Oh yeah, this guy is
Bugged out
it's
hard.
Interesting.
I'm setting him on fire, but it's not killing him.
Yeah, you should be able to just ignore him though. I don't think he can attack.
Yeah, no, he's not attacking. It's just there's an aimbot now as well.
Ooh, I got a new flash. Probably not better than what I have, but
Wow, we've taken out a large portion of the city here.
Kidding.
okay, that guy's bugged out too. Yeah, he's bugged. Oh, geez, this guy's not. I don't know who's hacking where and where the hacks are happening. There's just shit's showing up. Gets chaotic with multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
It does, but it's fun.
Yeah, I love how you can just sort of like branch off and do different things. Oh, hello there.
And things just appear in your face. So what's your favorite kind of weapon, Garrett?
That's a good question. I tend to like rocket shotguns quite a bit.
Those are fun, especially if you get some homing on them.
Yeah, that can be crazy. Rocket shotguns are great. Like I just like to try different crazy builds. Like there was one guy that built a whole bunch of damage reduction and damage returned.
I didn't know that was a stat. I didn't realize there was damage return.
Yeah, so damage returned, it only works at close range, although it will work on ranged enemies as well. So you just have to get close to everything and then have enough healing to survive, and you actually don't even have to shoot.
That's awesome.
That's pretty badass. One thing I've noticed in the since the last time I played is the enemies are a hell of a lot more tenacious than they used to be.
Especially in multiplayer, actually. So they get a 25% HP bonus when you're multiplayer for each person.
Oh man.
I'm not just talking about damage. They seem to just be a lot more aggressive to get right up in your face than they used to be. Like the spiders, they'll like grab you and shit now.
Yeah, I've been working on their AI, and they can crawl on your head too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Head spiders, yay!
Well, they're supposed to be creepy.
They make some creepy noises these days too. There's a lot more sound effects to the enemies.
I'm glad you like that.
So those plasma ball.
Those are fun. They have a.
Oh wait, hang on, he's a logic bomb shotgun. Speak of the devil.
I
they're
want one of
also-
those.
There's also guns that'll slow enemies, guns that'll freeze enemies in place, which can be really useful.
Yeah, I did find the freezer. That is a fun.
I have a railgun now.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
And
nice.
railguns, their special ability is that they shoot through absolutely everything.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds
shit,
fun.
knockback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
let's
they're,
try this
I can only
191.
shoot like 4 times.
They fire instantly as well, so they're actually really overpowered at this point.
If you have the RAM to use them.
It's not that hard.
Oh god, spider on my head.
One of my favorite things that can happen is if a spider jumps off of a roof, and it's the kind of spider that lays mines, it'll actually drop mines on you from above.
Oh god, mine pooping spiders, no.
Exactly. And
Alright. So I've turned into even more of a mech. I got 4 weapons now.
How are you like supplying the RAM for that?
As
Seriously.
I said, I dump everything into RAM. Almost everything.
Oh hey, there's these cool buildings over here that you can climb to the top of, and they have a bonus loot on them for you.
Nice.
And I don't have to climb. It's actually a pain in the butt to do it with jumps. You can, but I'll just fly. There we go. I got a quick heal. Not bad. Might be useful.
There's a run and a jetpack.
Let's hit this 60 over here. I think I can handle a 60. I think I did a couple 80s earlier before we started the podcast.
That's a swarm building, by the way.
Oh
Yes,
my.
yes it is.
Fire the missiles!
Nah, I'll just use a few mines. That's why I have mines for. They're really good on the swarm buildings.
Aye.
Yes, they really
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
I got knocked out.
Oh.
My mind knocked me out.
Yep, that's the downside to mines.
Just a second, we're gonna heal back up and start it again. There we go. Come on, Ram. Come on, Ram. You can do it.
So one of the fun things is if you pick up a health power-up on the ground, that'll actually heal all of your allies as well as you, as long as they're within a certain radius.
Oh, nice.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so you don't have to compete over that.
Okay, mine time. Oh, bloody god damn it, mine. Ah,
Maybe have the mines blast you back toward the hack instead of away.
no, that's where spider-filled death is.
What's your point?
Okay, we're gonna try this again now.
This time with less failure.
I just need to get some hack range increases.
So if you're good with the disc, you can shoot it, and on the way back, it'll actually pierce through multiple targets, and you can really knock out swarm buildings with it.
Oh god damn it. Mine, please, mine. Oh Jesus, not enemy mines.
Mine, mine.
There we go.
Hey, we got it. There's a mine.
Oh,
there's
jeez.
an enemy mine over there.
Yes, that mine just came falling out of nowhere after we won. I got a ray gun. Not impressed.
That's- Last ones are
Uncommon
still
laser
fun.
gun, actually.
Let's try this 85.
Do you like the laser guns? They're pretty fun.
They are. They can be. It's just fun to just slice through everything with it. But they're one you can get much higher DPS out of other weapons with less RAM requirements than them, I've noticed at least.
Las guns do have a very high RAM requirement, and the reason for that is because they're very easy to aim.
Yes. Let's get a machine gun with a lot. Oh Jesus, I died. I was paying attention to my HP, so I don't know where you guys are. Oh, there you are.
Let me just switch mine placement to space. There we go.
Did you guys notice there is chat in the game, by the way, if you press enter?
Oh,
Not
Nice.
that we need it right now.
Let's hack this 50 over here. Wait, these are normally 50. This is a hack difficulty 1. Really?
what? Wait.
It's showing as 1 for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Power-ons incorporated. Hack difficulty 1.
See what
It's
happens.
definitely showing as 50 for me. That's really strange.
Oh.
It is a beta still, right? So bugs. It's bugs. They definitely feel like 50s. The enemies do.
These bugs aren't the only. The enemies aren't the only bugs in this game.
I don't think there's such thing as a hack difficulty 1 building, is there?
I
think 3 is the lowest I've ever
tutorial one,
seen.
I think is a hack difficulty
Oh.
1, but everything after that starts at about 3. So one thing, if you don't get the loot from the top of this building before you hack it, it's supposed to go away. Looks like it
Well,
just did.
it's slowly descending from the heavens now.
I got it
Got it.
from the top before we hacked it,
Come on,
but
I can't jump. There we
Right,
go.
Well,
man.
that's not right.
Flash.
here's a 30. That will be easy enough.
Nope, I'm hacking this 80.
I'm hacking this 15.
You know, have fun with that 80. You get that yourself.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I have really high attack speed
Oh,
and
God.
a lot of knockback, so I'm keeping this one guy at bay, but everything else is...
A laser gun with knockback is kind of wonderful.
Which is one of those wonderful things
yeah.
because you can get knockback with other guns, and then the laser gun will end up getting it too.
Yeah, you can do both of those together.
Where are you fighting at?
Wait, what the?
There.
Fucking bloody
Around the corner
spider.
here.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, sorry, I knocked you back there. Here, look.
Dude, that does have some crazy knockback.
A Chinese icebreaker. That's not racist.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's one of the
shit.
things I'm gonna take out.
Movement speed and health. Oh shit. And damage reduction. That is a good
So-
icebreaker.
I'm sure it's been asked, but what's up with the spiders?
What's
Why-
up with them?
Why spiders?
They're web
Why
crawlers.
spiders? Because they're creepy for the most part.
Why not? Scare off most hackers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just software defending a server, right? So it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It could look like anything, but you know, spiders, they're called web crawlers. The ones that shoot at you are called aim bots.
Okay.
Ones that jump at you are called pop-ups. So it made sense,
Yeah.
and they're creepy, and I like them. Because when you see a spider, you're just like, wow, I need to kill that.
One thing I would like to see in the future is a little bit more enemy variety, though.
Yes, absolutely.
They have lots of different behaviors, but model-wise, you know.
Right. So yeah, right now I've been focusing on different, like different things that they can do. Like some of them can shield, some of them slow you down, that sort of thing. But yeah, people do ask for, you know, just things that look different.
Oh, there we go. Shotgun fireball.
That's what I have. It's nice setting things on fire.
Chilling bolt 7.5.
Why can't I hack?
I'm hacking this one already.
Oh. Well, when you're hacking something somebody else is, you lose your RAM anyway.
That should not happen. And if you hit it at just the wrong moment, that's possible.
I hit it 4 times and lost RAM every time, so... It's regenning. It didn't, like, permanently take the RAM until the hack finished kind of thing.
Okay, that's interesting.
But it was taking the initial chunk of RAM.
So what, okay, that means that it started, but then it canceled immediately. Let me write that down. That's actually good. That's good.
Whoop.
Okay, that spider was kind of nasty. I think it had a lot of life.
The light blue buildings have enemies with a lot of HP, yeah, but there are less of them.
Yep. Which, if you have a really high DPS weapon that you burn through RAM quickly with, those are very effective on those ones because you can just burn down the few enemies.
Yes.
But those
And
kind of
also-
weapons suck for the swarm type buildings.
It's more RAM, as
Yep.
always.
So yeah, and that's interesting because you can strategize and find just buildings that are going to have a lot of enemies, or you can try to have a well-rounded build, you know?
Where'd all my RAM go? It's stuck at lower, so I think it did steal my RAM. I'm not. Yeah, it's not regenning because I don't have anything toggled on, and my RAM is at 77%. It stops regenning.
Oh, did I just see some monster infighting, or was that a glitch?
No,
No.
they'll fight each other if they're different colors.
Yeah, sure enough.
You can literally fly up to a high building, and then hack everything around and just watch them all kill each other.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm stuck at 77 RAM, 77%. I'm going to
you're
exit.
Sure you don't have a healing item on?
Nope, I'm at 58 when I have my healing item on.
Okay. So try unequipping your icebreaker, and if that doesn't work, then dying will definitely fix
Oh,
it.
well.
Oh well, that's
But,
pleasant.
Yeah, no.
I died, so I was.
Everyone died. Well then.
Who
I
hacked
died.
something? Somebody hacked something they shouldn't have.
I totally didn't do that.
God damn it, Vapid.
So this is your
Okay.
first time playing it, isn't it, Vapid?
Yeah. Yep.
What are you thinking so far?
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's definitely worth $5. Like seriously, this game's wonderful for $5.
There's a shop. There's one.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely still have some bugs I need to fix, but...
Especially in the multiplayer, which is fairly new, a recent addition.
most of these issues you will not see.
Oh Jesus! I'd also love to see more stuff that can happen in the world outside of initiating hacks. You know, like the shark
trick
thing.
with that, though, is when a low-level player is running around, do I want them to be able to just get completely destroyed by something?
Sure. Oh no, it doesn't have to be bad things happening around all the time. It could be more things
Yeah.
like the jump towers for loot.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is there any better
And
shotgun
quests would
than
be
that?
cool if there would be NPCs that give you quests like hack a specific building, hack 5 buildings that are over difficulty X kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, those sorts of simple quests could be pretty fun. I definitely want to do an optional quest system here. I don't want to make it mandatory because I worry that it would feel kind of like, some people just don't like that,
Yeah.
But, if you want to get a bonus reward, then yeah, like, sure, maybe find a particular building and hack it within a certain amount of time.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, something that's actually challenging instead of just find this building and hack it,
Wow, that eats my RAM up quick, but this is a really strong fire machine gun. So I'm going to try it out for a little bit. I do have a point to spend here. We're going to add that to maximum RAM here. I need to find some more items to add to RAM and RAM regen and etc.
Yes.
Oh yeah, RAM is important.
RAM is important. And that's another one of the things that I want to change.
I want to find a explosive shotgun. Those are probably my favorite weapons. But I haven't found a decent one yet.
Oh shit! I just realized I have blink mounted too.
So did you guys know you can teleport up as well as like forward?
Yes.
Oh yeah, looks like it.
And you can also teleport like completely through a building if you have enough distance. Like it's not just line of sight.
Nice. I did not know that.
Come on, regen, RAM, regen. That seemed really hard for a 13 level.
Ooh, a pierce gun.
I gotta switch back to my shotgun.
Shoots through everything. Oh baby.
Absolutely everything. I thought about making it to where they can only pierce through enemies and not necessarily buildings, but it's fun to strategize shooting things through walls.
Oh, this thing doesn't take up much RAM either. How much damage? 12. Oh, ew. That would explain why.
This is 147, guys. Can we do it?
Where'd my shotgun go? Did I sell it?
Oh god.
Oh god, did I sell it?
I'm dead.
Well.
All right.
No, we cannot do it. Oh! That was a double stacked mine. That hurt.
Yeah. I think I sold... What did I do with my other weapon? Oh no, there it is. Phew.
No,
There is a buyback tab at all of the shops that should be active for, and any of the shops should be able to sell you back any item you've sold at a shop.
I found it because the symbol, you know, the icon it had was because it's fire, not really something that was making me think shotgun. So I was thinking it was another item I was carrying.
Oh yeah.
But I found
So
it.
I'm playing with this blink thing, and I'm climbing these buildings.
Oh yeah, you can
This
climb
is
buildings
fun.
with it, can't you?
This is really good.
I wonder if it's more effective with my jetpack is for getting towards the top of buildings.
Maybe.
It definitely seems that way.
Well, it's not working for
a
me.
lot, and the blink does not.
Whoops, I got sticky keys because of it. No.
Oh god. Oh god.
Damn you, Windows.
Throw down some of them damn
Well,
mines.
mine's not really strong enough to get much gain in height every dash, so I'm kind of moving inch by inch by inch up. It'd take a long time to get up there with the blink.
I think mine is 6.
I think mine's 7, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Are you doing it from an angle or just straight up?
Angle.
I'm not. Why aren't these things dying?
I don't know.
There. I think it was showing a hack that wasn't actually happening. I don't know what's going on there. Where'd you guys go?
Just hanging out, killing scripts.
Yeah,
and
we're near
whatnot.
the spawn point.
I see explosions and stuff, but nothing's moving, so I'm wondering if I'm having connection issues.
Huh.
I'm seeing lasers. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You're stuck in your own bola.
Nope, I
and
found you guys.
fuego.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you translate fireball into Spanish.
I don't doubt it. I know fuego is fire. That's about it, though. Oh wait, ricochet. Oh my god, it can ricochet.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I have some ricochet on my shotgun, which is really useful on a shotgun.
Yes.
Don't mind me. I'm just kind of casually running in there and blowing myself up.
Are you just running it with mines?
Yeah, basically.
That's amazing.
It's a very powerful strategy. Oh, that's another strategy I can see. Just like getting a bunch of health reduction in mines.
Yeah.
And of course healing.
Right. And your own mines don't hurt you, so.
Yeah, exactly.
They just throw you out of the hack radius.
Yeah.
They're good at that.
But at the same time, if you're running into the crowd, you probably aren't very far from the, or probably aren't very close to the radius.
I don't know. I
Shoot
think
you.
that's being very dangerous later, though.
Oh yeah. I like my risk rewards though.
Let's get something a bit stronger here. Here's a 74. This could be interesting. Healing up a little bit. What's a yellow building for enemy types? Like swarm, big beefy guys?
So the swarm buildings are the ones that change color. Let's see. Yellow, I think, is 2 big melee ones and 1 ranged one.
Oh,
Yes.
There's the melee.
Yes.
I'll slow him for you.
What level was that?
It's 141.
Oh, Jesus. No wonder these guys are kind of
This
kicking
one
my
set me on
ass.
fire, and I died.
Oh.
There. Yeah, let's try the 71, the 74, not this 100-something one. Suicidal bastard.
No, the penalty for death is so light. I don't
Is
care.
there even one? Oh yeah, you lose you lose a few bit creds. Oh god.
You lose a percentage of your bit creds, actually.
Oh, hello there, buddy.
Which can kind of hurt sometimes if you're trying to save up for a really expensive item. But it's still not bad.
Yeah, currently, since items sell for the same cost, or the same as they cost,
Oh wow.
what you can do is bank your money in items in your inventory.
Oops.
Oh. Goddamn, Footer, why'd you have to cancel the hack? I can't tell between the dead ones and the live ones.
Oh,
The live ones are trying to eat your face. That should
Yeah,
be
but
pretty...
The dead ones are hopping around because the live ones are interacting with them.
Yeah, why don't the dead ones disappear? They just...
So the reason for that is because there's something wrong with the way that I remove the hack link itself when the hack is canceled but not completed successfully.
Oh
And
my
then-
god, he's following me!
So, it's a bug, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Spider just followed me into the stratosphere. That
These
was
are
terrible.
some freaky zombie spiders that are still moving when they're dead. And they look horrifying.
You can still knock them back too.
And they still make noises. It's not dead, it's a weird state of undeath.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your computer thinks they're alive, but mine thinks they're dead.
So, the server you have running for this, you just have one server right now?
So any player can create a game. It's all on the cloud, actually.
So yeah, a player is not actually hosting it on their end, huh?
Correct. Although there is a master client that handles a lot of the calculations.
Oh shit, I died. I'm not sure how that happened. That's good. But that's again why there's a nice lobby system rather than a nonsense
IP.
having to deal with IP addresses and all that.
Exactly. Yeah, the downside to this approach is that I do have to pay for hosting.
Yeah, how much is that costing you?
It's not bad since I'm still an indie and I'm not making like a ton of money. If I start making a bunch of money, it like doubles in price.
Oh man.
That's
But I mean,
that's dangerous since this is a subscription game. It's a one-time money game, so that could be bad in the future.
exactly. Yeah, but as long as I'm making like, I don't know, 5 or 10 sales a month, I should still be able to pay for it.
Okay. If that ever comes to a point where you're not getting enough sales to sustain the server, what are you going to do?
If I'm not getting enough sales to sustain server, I can revert down to the base version of the networking stuff, which still can allow 20 players at the same time. Not in the same server, but that's actually a rather large population. Like, we haven't even touched that with how many I've sold. So.
I'm just thinking future because no game stays relevant forever, even if this
Right.
goes on for several years. If push came to shove and you weren't making sales, would you just switch to a peer-to-peer kind of multiplayer like a lot of indie games use that's not server-based?
Yeah, I mean, if it was possible to do that without changing like a ton of the code, I think
Yeah.
instead of that, what I'd probably do is start accepting donations to help pay for the servers because it wouldn't be too much.
That would be a good idea too. I'm just thinking like 10 years from now there might be some people that still want to multiplayer this.
Right.
By then there'll be a BlackIce MMO anyway.
No, I don't want to make an MMO.
That'd be kind of amazing though.
I I mean, yeah, but there's so many things that you have to do with an MMO. Like you couldn't have like enemies moving about with physics and attacks that are like
Did the hacker die?
non-targeted.
Okay.
I mean, like the technological differences in that sort of game are just really, really different.
Jesus, you are suicidal, Garrett. You're always trying to hack things we can't even attempt to.
I just walked in to try to help you guys and I got killed.
Well, the hacking ended when you died.
Oh, maybe that was me.
Yes. And you did it again. And
No,
I'm
I'm
dead.
not hacking right now.
Oh
No, that's
Jesus.
someone else. I think it's.
I'm outside the room
Vapid.
here, trying to knock out these mine layers before they get. Backpedal, backpedal.
You're welcome.
Take the shield guy out first.
The 2 shield guys.
Oh god, one of them's going for me. Oh
Because the
boy.
shields will actually make everybody around them stronger too.
Damn it, I'm dead again. But the fight still rages on. Vapid is good at running away if he's the one that initiated this, because he's not dead yet. Oh,
Yeah, I died.
Damn it, I thought we were actually going to win.
Yeah,
I was
some
hiding.
people focus a lot into movement speed in order to just kite.
Let's not try these 140s.
Yeah, this one's level 9. Help me hack this one.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Says you.
Fine, I'll hack that by myself.
Wow, level 9, this guy took more than one shot from me. That's strange. I'm not getting crap for decent drops now that we're in multiplayer. Does that have some effect on loot tables?
There's this little bit of a bug going on right now where whoever does the hack gets slightly better loot than everybody else.
Kind of makes sense, but even with me hacking, I haven't been getting
Yeah, I was
anything
about to say
interesting.
that sounds like less of a bug, more of a feature.
I'm hacking a
No.
107. Let's see if we get something good here.
I mean, you already get more XP. It's definitely something I did wrong on my end, because that's not what I intended.
Oh god, spider in my face.
But I'm aware of that bug, and I will be fixing it. I mean, I actually haven't done I've done very, very little coding on the game since I released it, because of GDC.
Oh shit.
I really can't blame you.
That spider ate my
That
face.
spider just damage boosted to get to me. He blew up his own mine somehow, I guess.
I think we're running out of buildings at the appropriate level for us to hack right now.
Oh, we just need to
Here's a
There's a
21.
28 here.
put our stats together correctly. Like, look, this one's got attack speed. That's gonna be better than chance to pierce.
I should put a weapon in my open slot for its bonus stats now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, you should fill every slot.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what she said.
Ugh.
I don't ask.
It was disgusting.
Oh god, mines everywhere.
Alright, this unstable plasma pulse sucks.
So the enemy mines actually, instead of just popping when they expire, like there's a time limit of how long they can stay down, they explode. So that may be how it looks like they're blowing up their own mines sometimes.
This Zoom mod has some nice. It's damage reduction 16%, loot find 33%, and health 23. That sounds pretty nice. I think I'll throw that on just for its stats.
See?
Unless I want attack stats, I don't know. I'll go with that for right now. Actually, my mod chips really suck. Accuracy 4%. That's waste of a slot.
Oh god.
We'll just do this attack
I have a
speed.
ton of
Loot find.
like loot find right now.
Loot find's real good.
It is. Right now, there are no diminishing returns on the loot find either, so it can be kind of ridiculous.
165%.
Yeah, and you get a 15% loot find bonus for every other player in the game.
Currently spent 7 points in RAM returned.
Damage reduction is an extremely good stat as well, by the way. It doesn't stack linearly though, so like 16 plus 16 is not going to be 32. Yeah, 16 plus 16 is 24 according to the math on it right now. It's got diminishing returns so that you
Well,
can't
that's.
have like 200% damage return, you know?
I was gonna question your math there for a second.
I just tried to telefrag you, okay? Didn't quite work out. This is,
Yeah, if you end up inside somebody else, you'll just pop up.
Nah, you should put telefragging in. That's a classic. Come on.
Well, not telefragging.
It is, but it's a cooperative game.
Yeah, what about some not cooperative multiplayer in this? Is that ever going to happen?
Yes, absolutely. I'm definitely gonna have at
Oh
least
my god, what the?
rooms that you can cause damage to each other.
Vapid, what were you
Arenas?
just doing?
Yeah, arenas. Arenas would rock. For being the dev, you seem to die the most. Just saying.
Oh god! Oh!
You might wonder if I'm concentrating on talking as opposed to playing.
I might wonder if that's an excuse.
I never said I was good at my own game.
No, you're just suicidal. You go after things that you shouldn't be.
Yep.
It's a mine, I'll take it! Okay, never mind.
Damn it.
Guys died.
Hi.
Time is it? It's going on 5:30. Okay, so it's probably about time for us to end this segment and move on, since it is about half an hour till the podcast ends. So I'm just gonna go visit a shop real quick and unload, and then we will move on. But this is BlackIce. Go ahead and throw your links down again, because it is a wonderful game.
Yes, absolutely.
Very fun.
So here
Go
is...
vote for it on Greenlight. Go throw money at it.
For good.
I appreciate that, yeah. I definitely need those green light votes.
I kind of want to get rid of my sprint just to put something in there for more stats. You can keep stats on sprint, but not very many.
You just have to find a good one.
The ice weakens, I like that.
It's gotten to the point where my leveling up takes forever now, though. Like early game, you level up really quick, and then it starts becoming a very slow process.
It does. It's exponential up to 250k, and then it's flat, which actually is kind of a problem, because there's some people that are like level 150 at this point, because they'll just go and like hack finality and multi-hack like every building in the city.
That's a good idea. Hey, speaking of which, before we cut this off, come on, guys, let's go hack finality.
Alright, let's go die.
If we can kill one thing, that whoever kills something, it would be a hell of a lot of experience from it.
Yeah, we can kill one thing.
Focus
But yeah, I
fire!
get like half a level from killing one guy.
Oh,
No, we can't kill one thing.
Here, I'll just run away from the
Who's
things you guys do.
Akvanir?
that's my name. That's what
Oh.
I generally call my characters.
Oh, Jesus, that thing almost one-shotted me.
That's my actual draconian name. I just use Lee
Oh,
as a
I
human
did.
alias.
I guess
No one said it was
Gingerdragon
gonna
would be
be
a
easy.
strange draconian name.
Yeah, of course. You think a dragon would actually call his child Lee?
Well, I'm saying Gingerdragon, that's a visual description of you, not a name.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Whoa,
snipes,
mines.
More mines. Whoa!
Those are my mines. They won't hurt you.
Wait, why'd they explode then? I just like went flying.
This thing is not a real enemy. That thing's a real enemy.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God. It's in my
Hit it with
face.
ice.
Oh, God. This thing hurts a lot. Oh, God. I cannot... We literally cannot kill one thing.
No, hang on, I've almost got.
We're
I got
not
it.
focusing though.
I killed one.
Yeah, we
Nice.
could.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. I want to kill something.
Hold on, let me get more RAM.
Like, the mines, they're not even worth the RAM usage against these things. Honestly,
Yeah,
mines...
I mean, mines are generally intended for AoE.
Yeah, exactly. They're for swarm buildings.
Well,
Not these big, beefy bastards.
We got one.
yeah.
These flying guys have a shit ton of HP.
Oh, there's another one down.
Oh, God. I'm... What? I was still on fire after respawning.
You're dead, Jim.
Alright, anyway, that's enough for BlackIce right now. Let's save and exit. I'm loving the multiplayer. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
This game's come a long way since I first heard about it. Like, my first Free Game Friday video of it, there's so much more to this game now.
Yeah, I mean, I keep working on it.
It's matured.
It's growing up right in front of our eyes.
Oh, God, okay, I just died. I don't even know why.
Okay, interesting.
Were you hacking something?
No, I just kind of
You ran into a mine.
Yeah, but that was a white mine. Oh, right, finality is white as well.
Yes. There's that.
Oh, that's scummy. That's
So nowadays,
scum.
actually, all the enemies are slightly darker white, but it can be very, very hard to tell.
Yeah, that's. I think that might have what killed me a few times. I think I assumed those mines were friendly.
Mistake.
Damn. So cool.
Yeah, I was gonna make all the enemies black, but they just didn't show up.
All right,
Yeah,
time for
I think white was
Ooh.
probably the best idea.
Yeah, black background. That didn't turn out
Besides,
well at all.
it adds an extra challenge, you know? A little, one final extra gimmick for the player.
It's cheap.
It
All
is.
right, let's go ahead and move to the crowdfunding spotlight, which is an Indiegogo this week, not a Kickstarter, but I'm just dropping the link in chat there. And
Dungeon Rushers.
yes, Dungeon Rushers. Game. Okay, there we go.
Who's
Whoa, that.
Does this sound familiar?
Yes.
My
Of course, any
scene-
game with the word dungeon in it's gonna sound kind of familiar. But,
Yeah, basically.
Hold on, my overlays are jacked up here. There we go. Yeah, it is kind of a generic sounding name, I will admit that. But let's go ahead and watch the trailer. Maybe. There we go. Got an annotation pop up here being in the way.
No, I don't think I met any of these guys.
Hold on, I can't full screen capture the video like I can on Kickstarter. There we go.
Okay, so they started on March 8th, and it looks like they're about a quarter of the way to their goal, which is pretty good since they still have until a month from now.
Yep.
Okay, I thought $30 was the minimum.
No, it's weird how that's lined up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the featured one, right? Now this is interesting. So do you need gems to customize your dungeon all the time? Or...
Oh, hold on. No one can hear you over the game's trailer right now, so. I like that at the end may contain traces of goblins. Yummy. Anyway, what were you saying, Garrett?
Oh, I'm just curious how they how the dungeon customization is working.
Building the dungeons and enemies and stuff, anything that has any actual effect on gameplay can be. These guys have a very praiseworthy stance on free to play. Anything that equals power, you gain in the game by playing it. The only thing you can get with the real life currency is cosmetic stuff, cosmetic decorations for your dungeon, cosmetic skins and outfits for your characters, all purely cosmetic, which is a stance that I'm usually pretty harsh on free to play business model, but it's a stance I say is worthy of praise. Now that's what they say they're going to do. Okay, this
Yeah, bear in mind it's still under construction.
It is, and I give them the benefit of the doubt, but that is up to everyone else's personal opinion. It looks like a game that they're putting a lot of heart and soul into that I don't think they would want to destroy with a terrible business model, so I kind of have high hopes there. This game's going to be on every platform too: iOS, Android, Windows, Mac, and Linux. Purely, it's a free-to-play online game, which that's cool. I can play this on my phone, at work, come home, and play on my PC on the same account, same all progress saved, all of that. So for anyone that didn't really understand what it was by looking at it, anyone here has played Mighty Quest for Epic Loot or whatever that's called?
So it's beat 'em up, sort of top-down beat 'em up style.
No, but it has the same premise. It's of Mighty Quest for Epic Loot or Epic Quest for Mighty Loot or whatever that game is, where you build your dungeon to try to prevent other people from being able to complete it, which gives them, money and stuff. And then you go out and attack other people's dungeons. And it's done in kind of a Diablo-esque hack and slash kind of combat, maybe, or maybe it's more MMO-like combat. I'm not sure. This is like that, but done in a party-based, turn-based combat type game, like traditional RPG combat. Which is cool because then you have multiple party members to equip out, gain, to level up, to build out their skill set. So, instead of just one single character that you're running through these dungeons with. So, it's basically definitely a better Dungeon Keeper than the current Dungeon Keeper mobile game. It's multiplayer.
Wow. That's not a high bar.
No, true.
Not at all.
No, the pile of shit I stepped in yesterday is a better Dungeon Keeper than the Dungeon Keeper mobile game, but, But I like that it has the dungeon building aspect that you're building to thwart other players. Then you're attacking other players' dungeons. While you have an entire party system, you can gain new party members and switch them out. You equip them all. There's crafting, so you can craft all the gear for them and whatnot, or you can get them as drops. And, and customize them, customize their skill sets as they level up. And so, like Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, there's a pretty set metagame where there's a set best way to set up your dungeon, a way that's the hardest to deal with. And then there's every class that's in the game, there's a set best build for that class. And this game isn't going to be so much like that because it's a party system. So there's many, many, many different combinations of the different characters you can get. Many different ways to build each one of those characters. And it's not going to be something that can be boiled down to the best build for your character kind of game. I don't know. This is a game I really want because dungeon building, dungeon crawling, traditional RPG, which I like the fact that it's traditional RPG, turn-based, since it's going to be on mobile devices. If it was action-oriented, like a Diablo or whatnot type of game,
mobile wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, exactly. So it's actually an even playing field for the people playing on PC, Mac, and Linux compared to the people playing on mobile. So this game I want to exist so bad. It looks so fun for a free game. Like I say, there's spell stats, and I don't know how much customization there will be in the spell lines. It might just be new spell from level up, so that's a good question. But it's still in very early development. But definitely, like looking at the paper dolls here, there's 8 slots per character in your party to equip out, crafting. Let's see here. Right now, the characters they have released their information on is the dwarf, the vampire, shaman, scout, and troubadour. And there's, 10 more characters here on this list that they haven't shown yet.
Wow, those are some really interesting classes.
Yeah, they are. Vampire sounds extremely useful. Dungeon creation, which looks like a very easy to use dungeon creation tool, which it needs to be since it's going to be on mobile and the PC like platforms. So, but it looks like a decent yet decently powerful yet really intuitive to use dungeon building system.
Mm-hmm. So it reminds me of the Time Splitters level making system a little bit.
And then monsters and bosses, which you place in your dungeon, is kind of like Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. And, the art style and animation I'm really liking. It's very, sprite-based traditional RPG look, which I like that retro stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it almost looks hand-drawn, too.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got that feel to it.
It's like a high-res pixel art.
And then all kinds of stuff you can do with the gems. You can get decorations, which are, again, purely cosmetic. Unlock skins for the different characters, which, again, is purely cosmetic. And you can get pets. You can get, like, kittens to put inside your dungeon.
Well, that's not very intimidating.
No, but it's purely cosmetic, so they don't fight or anything, so you're not buying extra monsters with them. It's all cosmetic stuff. These guys... Huh?
It'll cost -1 gems to unlock an object?
between -1 and 6 gems. Apparently so.
I would unlock a lot of those objects, and then
Yeah. And they don't have the prices set yet for the skins and the kitties, the pets. And then crafting, which I don't know how much depth the crafting system will have, but I'm generally a fan of crafting systems, so.
yeah, definitely.
And online modes, there will be arena based on the elo system. So there'll be some kind of ranking type of system to do it too. So try to become the best dungeon builder in the world and best dungeon crawler in the world, I would assume. Unranked games versus mode with friends, tournaments. Tournaments sound fun. Running each other's dungeons, that sounds really cool actually. Then you have a comparison.
Like a big game.
It does. This seems really cool, and it's unfortunate it's not been getting all that much attention. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's on Indiegogo because you just get less traffic than you would on Kickstarter just by default being on Indiegogo. It's not as known and visited of a platform. And I wish it was on Kickstarter, but I don't know why they didn't do a Kickstarter. There are still some countries that can't run Kickstarter campaigns. I know Canada used to be. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. I think that may have changed. I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of do wish it was on Kickstarter because it probably would have got more attention than Kickstarter. But then again, Indiegogo is more flexible, where you can have a longer time frame and such like that. They are using fixed funding, which you can select the option in Indiegogo for a flexible funding, where if you don't reach your goal, you still get that amount of money that you raised. But they're using the fixed funding method, which is you don't. It's like Kickstarter. You don't hit your goal, you get nothing.
Right. And that's probably a nicer thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more like flexible funding or for the people out there that are going to make the game, if they get the money or not, the money will just make it easier, faster. They are outright saying if they don't succeed, the game won't get finished. So they won't be able to.
And the store has that little extra urgency to when you want to buy into a game. Because if it's flexible, it's like, whatever, maybe not. But then if it's something like this, where it's like, if we don't get this money, then this game ain't happening. Then suddenly it's like, oh shit.
But I did throw the link in the chat there. It is Dungeon Rushers. You can just search that on Google and you'll find it as well. If you like dungeon keeper type games, if you like dungeon crawling, if you like classic turn-based RPGs, this is a game you should keep your eye on and go throw some money at if you can afford to. If I had 30 grand, I would throw it at this game right now. Probably not. I could find better things to waste.
$1 million.
Yeah, if I had $1 million, then I'd throw 30 grand at it, 'cause that wouldn't matter. Let's go ahead and see what the highest tier rewards are, because those are always cool. There's a $20,000 reward.
That is
wow.
That's a lot of money.
Welcome to France, designer. So apparently this is the developers are based in France, so that might be a country that can't do Kickstarters. I don't know. We'll organize you a travel to France, the beautiful city of Strasbourg Hotel 4. I don't know. During several days, you'll be invited to work with us to design a new and fun game mode playable by everyone and available in the game as a secret level. That sounds kind of cool.
Yes.
Somebody loan me 20 grand, please. I will never pay you back, but
Man, even if I did have 20 grand, that's just crazy.
yeah. That would be crazy. Well, hey, you're selling BlackIce now. You're rich at this point, aren't you? You have a couple yachts now, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you're not on Steam yet, so you haven't been able to afford a yacht yet.
But yeah, it's what we were talking about earlier. Even if I get on Steam, it's not a guarantee that it's going to sell a bunch of copies.
Yeah. It's just a running joke that with like Mike Malbeck and stuff, the jet yachts. If you get on Steam, you get a jet yacht.
Man.
5,000.
Why would I get a jet yacht when I can just buy Voltron?
Right. Design a theme, dungeon style, because the dungeons and the dungeon you build and whatever they build, there's different environments you can choose from: Forgotten Field, Sand Temple, Tenorous Pit, Ancient Ruins, and there's 3 other ones they haven't talked about yet, and more to come. So you can design at the $10,000 rank. You can design a dungeon theme. Then that's pretty cool. Design a new hero. That would be. I think I would like that more than the top one because a hero is like
Well,
a.
the top one includes all previous awards, so you would still be able to do a
Oh
hero.
Jesus Christ! Good point.
Wow. Yeah.
Gotta read the fine print.
Yeah, design new hero would be really cool. I always like looking at these top tier ones I'll never be able to afford, but it's like God, it would be cool to do that.
If only.
Yep. All right, so I think it's about time to start wrapping it up. I know I'm just scrolling up and down like a madman on the stream, so it doesn't look too. It's probably annoying to watch. I don't know. I do that a lot when I'm scanning through these. So let's go ahead and it's about time to wrap it up. So it is time for the shilling like a shameless whore part of the podcast. We'll go ahead with Garrett again. You can drop your links again. Tell people where they can find your game, find you on Twitter, etc., etc.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm on Indie Game Stand and itch.io. It's just search for BlackIce. I've got the link coming right here. I'm on Steam Greenlight, and I can really use votes there. That's my focus right now. Just Greenlight and selling actual copies of the game. And again, if you buy it now, you'll get free updates for everything from now on. So it's a great time to get it so that you can play it later as it gets better.
You will own the game.
Yeah, you
Fi-
can finally actually own it.
It's $5, people. I mean, that's the price of a sub sandwich.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
Exactly.
But I really want a BLT, Fedora. You don't understand.
Does Subway do BLTs?
I need it.
Granted, a Subway $5 foot long is wonderful, but that lasts like 10 minutes compared to the gameplay you'll get out of BlackIce. So,
Yeah, or just look for some coupons and you'll save $5 over the course of a week. And
Yeah, there you go. Just put some money in the bank, make an investment, sell some stocks. You might be able to afford the 20K reward tier of that other game.
Oh, Jesus.
And still have enough for this game. Because it is only 5.
Well, thank you guys. Y'all are real.
you go ahead, Gingerdragon. Throw your links out. Tell people where to
Alright.
find you.
Shabam! Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Yeah, it's Twitter. I oftentimes talk about, well, 1, video games, mainly Dark Souls and Earth Defense Force recently, and 2, I tend to talk about how difficult it is being a dragon in a human-infested world. And on Twitch, I'd live stream games, just any game. Last time I did Donkey Kong Country 3? Yeah, 3. Basically, if it's a video game, I might stream it. You never know. I'm pretty open. And YouTube. That's where my main focus is. At least it should be, but for some reason it hasn't lately. Make Let's Plays. I plan on doing a StarCraft 2 one soon. Got Penumbra going, although I'm not sure. The ratings on the last episode weren't too good, so we'll see how that goes. Then, of course, I've also got Alpha Dragon, where I basically take a look at alpha games, like, say, BlackIce, which I'll probably get to doing very soon. And what else is there? I think that's about it for now. Boom.
Yes, that's enough shilling for one day for you. And you, Vapid, where can
Not
people
enough.
find you? What do you do besides amazing voice?
Basically the same thing as Gingerdragon, but replace Gingerdragon with Vapid.
And a better voice.
Vapid's games at youtube.com. Edward Vapid at Twitch TV. It's good stuff. I do things as often as I can. Not so much anymore, but I try.
He does one thing
Awesome.
different than any of us other gamer YouTubers. He does videos of him reading things. Do not listen to the 50 Shades of Grey generator, though. That video, oh god.
Fucking, which I need to get back to, man. There's so many people asking for those to come back, and I
Oh,
just don't have
gross.
time.
Reminds me of a
Well,
YouTube
not the
video.
50 Shades generator, but
Oh.
just the stories in general. People are asking me when they're going to come back, and I just don't have time to friggin' make them anymore.
God, that kind of reminds me of a video. I think it was Mike Malbeck tweeted a while ago. It was a joke video about purchasing an audiobook of 50 Shades of Grey read by Gilbert Godfrey.
Mm-hmm.
It was
saw that.
horrible. It was
so good.
hilarious and so horrible at the same time.
Have
The
you guys heard
least
of-
sexy thing ever.
Oh, God. Have you guys heard of competitive erotic fan fiction?
No.
It's
Not
these
competitive.
comedians that come up with like the worst fan fiction they can think of, and it is incredible.
Oh, God.
My face right now is pure horror at the thought of that.
Oh no,
That's so
it's hilarious
terrifying.
though. You should look it up.
Competitive erotic fan. What? Why is that even a thing?
Because it's funny, that's why.
Who thinks of that though? Like, who comes up with this
Comedians.
All I
shit?
know is there's an erotic fan fiction called Slender Bone, and one
Oh.
about the Loch Ness Monster and 6 young girls.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good God.
Throw my appetite.
Yeah.
That ain't right. Okay, and me, I'm Fedora Gamer. If you're watching this live right now, you're on my Hitbox channel, which is hitbox.tv or hitbox.tv/Fedora Gamer with a 4 for the A in gamer. And you should click that follow button. The randomly generated podcast is every week, most of the time. At least 50% of the time, it's every week. And I am primarily a YouTuber, indie game focused YouTuber. I cover lots and lots of indie games, and my email box never seems to get any smaller filled with indie games. Except for last week, I covered nothing because of job changing, but I'm fixing that. I'm going to get back to actually doing stuff.
Get it
So,
going.
that is youtube.com/Fedora Gamers. You should go over there and click the subscribe button. You should go subscribe to everybody. Subscribe to all the people and buy Garrett's game. That's what you all should do.
Did anyone else hear that noise when he said Garrett?
I did too. It was like a beep. Like he was censoring his name.
That was weird.
What? A beep?
Your name is now a slur.
Yeah, my name's actually censored in real life, too. It's
Oh,
weird.
damn.
I'm confused by this beep because, like, the only
It was
beep.
just a beep when you said Garrett.
Yeah,
It's-
basically.
Interesting.
Had to
My
mention-
mic hasn't been making any other weird noises during this, has it?
No,
No.
that was the only
No,
one.
Just that.
All right, that's good. And so I'd like to thank everybody for coming by. Thank you, Garrett, for joining us once again. It's always fun having you on the podcast, especially with multiplayer. I mean, how could we not have you back to play 4-player BlackIce?
Yeah, that was a blast. I had a great time, even though I died a whole lot.
Yes, you did.
Ah, it's the Let's Play curse is real. Now you understand.
It is harder to play and talk at the same time. It really is.
yeah.
People don't understand that, but it definitely takes practice to be halfway decent at doing it. And thank you for joining us, Vapid.
Anytime, no problem.
All right, bye, everybody. Say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Wow, Garrett had no emotion there.
Deadpanning that, Garrett.
I guess.
That was Vapid. That wasn't me.
Oh, well, someone had like zero emotion. It was like, oh.
Suddenly.